So I'm sure everybody would agree with me when I say this. At this moment in time, across the world, people are overtaken. And I'm sure people are taken. Because a lot of people spend their time on their own. And the human mind, when they spend time on their own, especially when I feel, with me, I don't know about other people, but usually when you're on your own, you think to yourself, you really kind of talk to yourself and you answer yourself back. And you talk to you question things. Like the moment in time, a lot of people ask question, why is this happening? What have we done to solve this? And I think this virus too. As I said, I think this is to show the world, that the humanity is not in charge of its own destiny, and that somebody's above us. That there's a man above us, looking down on us, and is not pleased with us and what we're doing. To many people in society, and abandoning people and crimes, huge amount of crime and everything like that. All the evil in the world, in other words. I think the man above is just not happy, and I think he's just trying to get everybody to see, because people nowadays, don't think about their families, don't really think about anything. They just think about like all governments think about nowadays is economic growth, economic this, economic that, economic that. Don't get me wrong, it's good that the country has money and everything like that. Don't get me wrong, that's good. That's a good thing if a country's able to talk like that. But people's lives are important too, and people's well-being. And it's no point being the richest country in the world if your people are suffering. And that's what I think what God's trying to make us do, is think. Think on our actions, what we have done, what we would like to do, what we would like to achieve if we get out of when we get out of this. And it's more or less saying to us, we're not in charge of our own destiny. That something can happen in an hour, that could change, the world forever. Something can happen in 10 minutes. Something can happen even as we speak right now. As soon as I say this, something could happen on the other side of the world. Could change the world forever. We have no control. We can only hope and pray that nothing happen. We just don't know. Because every day we don't know, every hour and every day and every second, we just face the unknown. Like there's no way knowing what life's going to throw at you. Or even any country. It is difficult. And I say to people before I leave, overtaking. I used to suffer a lot when I was younger, overtaking. They used to drive me mad, thinking about what I could have done better in one or two circumstances. People make mistakes, believe me, and trust me when I say that. People do make mistakes. That's what makes us human beings. If we didn't make mistakes, we'd be robots. And we'd be AI machines. Like everybody makes mistakes, and that's what makes them grow as a person. When you learn from your mistakes, you understand what you've done wrong, and you learn from your mistakes, obviously. You know better next time not to do it. To understand better. And that's what makes us human. But at this time, I'm sure a lot of people would agree, you look back on the year, you look back on last year, you look back on the year before, you look back even further than that. And you think to yourself, was I good? Was I a good person? Did I deserve, to have a good life? Did I deserve to have this? And did I deserve to have a family, kids, and everything like that? And and I say to people, and this is the last thing I say, and if you take nothing out of this video, just remember this part. Never be unappreciated of your family and what you have in life. Because there's so many people in this world who has nothing. And, as simple as that, as one person said to me, and I still use it to this day, there's plenty of people in the world worse off than you. And just think about that. Like, there's people who haven't even got, who hasn't even got clothes or anything like that. They have nothing to their name. So always think about that. And always think about how lucky we are to live. I know this country can have its ups and downs, and it's in a bit of a mess before this coronavirus anyway. And this government didn't help it anyway. But we have to be thankful that we don't live in a country that's undeveloped. In a country that's ruled by North Korea, take for example North Korea, that's very censored. We talk about our government censoring us. It's a lot worse over there, and I'm sure we will all agree we're lucky to live in the Republic of Ireland. Even though we have an absolutely ridiculous government that is useless, and is still useless, and didn't do anything to help anybody, made everything worse more or less, just pocketed them, made the only people that helped is the bankers and they helped the bond holders and themselves, and the thing is, and the end of the story this is, you never know what can happen tomorrow. Try and make friends with as many people as you can, and try and be friends with everybody, because you never know what can happen tomorrow. And if something you want to say to somebody, a girl or even a boy, if a girl or a boy watching this video, you like them, go with it. Talk to them, because life is a mystery. Life can change. Life can change in a minute. And I'm saying to people, please, never say, I'm not going to do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Then, you end up not doing it. Like this person, I met you many times in my life, I never got the courage to go up, and only I suppose before December, I got the courage to go up, because I kept just saying, go up next week, go up next week, go up next week, then I ended up 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, year. And anything could have happened at that time. Life's a mystery. We should just cherish it while we're here. Because, that can all be taken away in a second. And, that's the story of the life. This is the story at the end of it. Just, think about the wider picture. And think about, your friends and your family. And, always keep them in mind. And if not, say if you fall out with one of your friends, try and make friends with them. Because you never know when you need your friends. And that's the simple as that. They're always there for you. Anyway, take care and bye.